viewers, it's Jade, and I have completed my December daily for 2019. So I'm going to do a flip through, and so let's go ahead and get started. You've already seen like the decorations, how I did it, and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to jump right in. The first day, December 1st, was actually when I put this book together for myself. So that's basically what I was working on. The next day, I was doing a lot of video editing and stuff like that, voiceovers, yada yada yada. So basically, that's why I decorated the page like this. That was the second. On the third, around usually anywhere between like 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning, I like to have my snacks. Lately, I have been really into the Cape Cod chips and the Arizona fruit punch, and Harris Teeter had the Cape Cod chips on sale, and Walgreens had the fruit punch on sale, so I had to re-up my stashes. So that's basically what I was into on the third. On the fourth, I was completing a blog post about the rest of about me completing the gratitude documented series that I did back in November. And then on the 5th, though Vikings premiered December 4th, I got to watch it on the 5th, and it was a 2-hour episode. It was really good. I love this show. If you have not watched it, give it a go. Pro tip, watch it with the closed caption on for the first few episodes, okay? The next day, on the 6th, I wasn't feeling the best, so as usual, I got in the bed, I chilled out, and I just did some journaling and stuff like that, maybe reading a book, and I turned on my comfort movie. If you're a regular here, you already know that I love King Arthur, Legend of the Sword, and whatever mood I'm in, it always makes me feel better. So, I was watching that. On the 7th, my brother had helped my mom get a tree up and all that kind of stuff. So I was helping to decorate it and get like the gifts that had been wrapped and stuff already under the tree. So that's pretty much what was going on there. On the 8th, went out to gather some more Christmas gifts and, other stuff. And I came across a couple of great deals at Sam's. I had been wanting to watch that series, To All the Boys I've Loved Before, on Netflix for a while now. But I've been wanting to read the books first. I don't know why I'm such a stickler on this series about that. I'm usually not. Well, not... Anyway, with this kind of series, I'm usually not. Let's say that. But they had the whole series in Sam's for like $21. I thought that was an excellent deal. So I picked that up. And then also I had just found out that the sequel to Children of Blood and Bone was just released. Now, usually books like that are at least $20 when they first come out, and when you first buy them with their hardback, unless you have like a coupon somewhere. But Sam's had it for like $11 and change, and I could not believe it. So picked that up as well. And also have been watching the series C on Apple Plus. Excellent. Jason Momoa really knows how to pick his roles. He did phenomenal, and I liked his character. I like Alfred Woodard's character and the character of Haniwa, his daughter. And so there's a scene with a bear. That's why I put that little bear there. Not going to spoil it, but it's a great series. If you've not watched it, check it out. So that's what was going on the 8th. On the 9th, I just took one of my digital art prints that I had made a while ago, and I shrunk it down and made it into a sticker. Sometimes I just get these really overwhelming feelings, and it's almost like the theme of the day. I don't know where they come from. I'm assuming like my higher self or something like that. And this day I just had the feeling that I am ready, and I have no idea what I'm ready for. Like I don't know what the feeling is pertaining to, but that's what I had, and it was insistent, it was persistent. I don't know what to say. And so I just this just says Je suis prêt. I hope I said that right. I think it's Latin, but basically it is Latin for I am ready, which I learned from Outlander. If you've not watched it, check it out. The next day, on the 10th, I was still on my quest to do my push-up. Now, I had completely forgot about it, and this is going to have to go back on the list for 2020 because I had completely slacked up about it, completely forgot about it, so I hadn't been training my arms. Remembered at the last minute and started doing some more wall push-ups. Basically, just recording that here. The 11th was the day I started to not feel so great. I had gotten dressed, and I sat down and put my sneakers on because I needed to go out and do some shopping. And as soon as I sat down, my legs just were on fire. Like the pain was like, no. Usually I try to listen to myself, but I really need to get some stuff done, and I went out anyway, and I really shouldn't have. I had to cut my trip short, and so I just came home and had to get in the bed and take my pain medicine. So, unfortunately, the pain medicine was not doing its job, so I had to go to the ER the next day. Thankfully, there is an ER right around the corner from my house, and so instead of me having to drive the 15 to 20 minutes to Chapel Hill, I could just, go around the corner. Now, that's still not bad considering, but 2 minutes versus 20, I'll take the 2. And so, I went, got my pain medicine. I actually started to feel a lot better. And so, thankfully, they did not keep me. They discharged me, and I was able to go back home after a few hours, which was great to me because I do not like staying in the hospital. So basically the next couple days, the 13th and the 14th. Now, during this time when I wasn't feeling good, I was not journaling at all. I was in December daily, and I was in creative journaling. I was not even doing my daily journaling. I just was not feeling it, okay? Like my legs were like, no. So I was just a lot of self-care type stuff going on, chilling in bed, watching videos, movies, reading my book, just chilling out and taking my medicine. And so the 14th, I really hated it because my cousin in Maryland, Virginia, he graduated from college. I hated to miss it, but my mom and sister went, so thankfully he had some representation from this family. But master of timing, man. I hated that I missed that. And so on the 15th, like I said, I was not journaling, so I just decided to fill in a couple of days with just stuff I like. And so this was my top 5 Christmas movies. The 5th one, This Christmas, with Idris Elba and Loretta Devine. Love them. Loretta Devine, she is just, she tickles me. And of course, Idris. Anyway. And then Last Holiday, I really love this Christmas movie. Queen Latifah in this movie reminds me a lot of me because I will talk out loud to God whenever. Okay, like just randomly, okay? And it just tickled me to see her doing that in this movie. Of course, number 3, Home Alone 2. Doesn't exactly make complete sense, but still a classic. Number 2, Home Alone. That's the only Christmas movie I ended up watching this season. Probably part of why I had the blahs. But it's classic. And then my number 1 is A Christmas Story. Me and my sister usually watch the 24-hour marathon. It comes on, it's either TNT or USA. I can't remember. But I didn't watch that either. I cannot believe it, man. So, yeah. But those are my top 5 Christmas movies. Let me know what yours are. And then I have this song that I love to hear. I honestly feel like it's not Christmas until I hear this song. So it doesn't start feeling like Christmas, and I did not hear it. And what's funny is I have this song on my computer now, so I could have just played it for myself. But anyway, it's the one by Quad City DJs and All Star Christmas. It's called What You Gonna Get Her for Christmas. And it goes like, what you gonna get her for Christmas? And what you gonna get that boy? Okay, I'm not a singer. And then there's a female part and a male part, and they both kind of go through 12 things they want for Christmas in the form of like the Partridge in the Pear Tree. So it's like the girl's like, I want 5 months free rent, 4 da 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 blah 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 blah. You get it. Anyway, I'm sure many of you have heard that song. If not, look it up. It is hilarious. I have been loving that song since I was a kid. On the 17th, finally starting a little bit to get back into my groove. Feeling better. I went out because my nephew had a music program, so we went to go check him out there, and it started off cute. They had everybody from like elementary on up to high school, and so they started off with everybody, and then the little kids had their turn, and then the older kids had their turn, and then they brought everybody back together. Really sweet. Loved it. The next day I was just kind of chilling out, trying to go inside and do be a little more peaceful. So basically, again, I just printed out one of my digital art prints. I love this one. It says, now let us go into the silence. That's basically what Neville Goddard says after all of his like lectures and stuff, and that's basically his way of saying, let's chill out, let's go inside, let's imagine, let's pray. And that's, I just love it. Like, the silence is everything. It's magical. So find the silence, guys. Okay, find the silence. And then on the 19th, my nephew, again, he had his first basketball game. So first we were doing hockey, and now we're doing basketball. I actually really like that he is participating in activities, because my nephew can be a lot like me. He's a loner. He's okay being by himself. He knows how to entertain himself. So he's okay with that, but it's good for him to get out and interact with kids his age and other people and stuff like that. I need to take my own advice. But so it was nice to see him, doing basketball for the first time, and then previously hockey. So on the 20th, I just kind of had to go out for some last minute stocking stuffers for my mom and ordered a pizza that day. And then my last Chic Sparrow that I had ordered had come in. So good day. On the 21st, I had either been watching or had finished The Witcher. But if you have not seen this series, I'm telling you, watch it. If you're a fantasy fan, watch it. They have a whole lot of threads and stories going on in this show, and it can get confusing because they jump back and forth in time. However, continue on with the show. By the end, they pull all of those threads and strings together, and the ending is just freaking phenomenal. I just love it. I cannot wait to re-binge it. So I just decorated here, added a little sticker with the bard singing that song, toss a coin to your witcher. And I just journal about it on the back of this card. And this little thing was looking plain, so I had to add some stickers and stuff on it. The next day, again, went out for last minute gifts, got some video editing done, and settled down to watch The Runaways. I don't know if you guys know that show, but it comes on Hulu, or it came on Hulu. It was the last season, the third season. And it's a Marvel show. I love it. It's about these misfit kids that find out that their parents are into some really weird shit. And so they run away, and shenanigans and all kinds of stuff ensue. I personally really liked it. I like stuff like this, so it was entertaining to me. The way they ended it, there's not supposed to be another season, but there's a very, very, very small cliffhanger, so if they wanted to pick it back up, they could. But overall, I like the way it ended. It was a great conclusion, and it's a good show. I just like it. So that was the 22nd, and also, how could I forget? This was my dog's birthday, so just remembering and missing her little sweet fur face. So Capricorn like me and my nephew. Anyway, the next day, I had been taking medicine, and not my pain medicine. I had been taking antibiotics, and they had given me the craziest bout of insomnia, so I had been maybe getting 2 hours of sleep a day. So this day I had laid down to try to get some sleep and maybe got an hour or so. It was just not working. So I got up and finished my book, The Beast by J.R. Ward. Now this is part of the Black Dagger Brotherhood series. If you have not heard of it, check it out. It's about vampires, not the sparkling kind though. These are like big, buff, beefy, take no shit type of vampires. And so I love this series. This story is the second story about Rage, who is actually my favorite character out of all of them. And they call him Hollywood because he has these extraordinarily good looks, blonde hair, blue eyes, and then he has this purple beast that comes out of it. I can't even explain. It's so good. I love him. He's my favorite. So it was nice following up with his story, and I think she's starting to go through and do the same thing with all of the characters she started off with. So, and I'm thinking maybe Torment's story is next. So we'll see. And that was the 23rd. On the 24th, it's the 24th. It's Christmas Eve. We're just chilling. And I got this out of a magazine. Just says all cozied up with nowhere to go. And just some holly jolly and stuff. Just kind of getting last minute Christmas gifts wrapped. All that kind of stuff. Just chilling out. And then, of course, the next day, Christmas. And as tradition, my nephew opens his stuff at his house first. And then they come to the house about 9-ish, something like that, and then we all kind of open up gifts together and yada yada yada, eat breakfast. Now I was again, I had the insomnia around here, so when they we usually take gifts down to family members later on, but I was like, I'm not gonna be able to do it. So I finally I had to stay home and try to get some sleep. So I got like a 2-hour nap. And then I put this little naughty Santa Claus here because why not? It's Christmas. And then the next day, the 26th, I had started this series called Looking for Alaska. And if you're a John Green fan, you know what I'm talking about. I personally do not like John Green. I've tried 3 of his books, Looking for Alaska, Paper Towns, and The Fault in Our Stars, and I really did not enjoy very much any of them. So I tried he's just not my cup of tea, but I know he's a lot of people's. So yeah, but I really actually like the series of Looking for Alaska. And the main quote that the main character is stuck on is called, "I go to seek a great perhaps." I don't know why I've been remembering it as "I go to seek a great beyond" all of these years, but I kind of like my version better. Anyway, it was a really great series. My favorite character out of all of them was the Colonel. The kid who played him, phenomenal acting. Like, I really want to look him up and see what else he's been in, because bravo. I mean, I think he did a great job. So the 27th, my nephew's birthday, and this was a big one. He turned 10, double digits, and there's a tradition in my family that my dad started. When my brother turned 10, he made him this huge big pancake for breakfast. So my brother had his pancake, and then when a year later, when I turned 10, my dad did the same thing for me. Now, my family didn't think I was going to eat my entire pancake, because sometimes I can eat like a bird. But yes, I devoured that thing. I ate that whole thing up. And then later, my sister, who's like 7 years younger than me, when she, reached her 10th birthday, the same thing, she got her pancake. So we insisted that my nephew got his big pancake, so his mom made that for him. And so hopefully this is a tradition that he'll be able to carry on when he has his own family as well. So it'd be nice to see. Anyway, so that's basically it. And he came over later to open his gifts, eat his cake, and all that kind of stuff. And on the 28th, nothing really significant going on here, so I just printed out a quote from Feeling is a Secret by Neville Goddard, and it just says, "Do not waste one moment in regret, for to think feelingly of the mistake of the past is to reinfect yourself. Let the dead bury the dead. Turn from appearances and assume the feeling that would be yours, where you're already the one you wish to be." So basically just saying, stop harping on the past. Stop remembering tragic shit that happened to yourself. You're only going to begin experiencing the same things because you're still thinking about it and bringing that into your future. You don't want to do that. And he's saying if there's something you want, if there's something you desire, already feel it. Go ahead and catch you know what it would feel like to already have your desire. So beat it. That's kind of like that whole thing about faith. Like, feel it first. Feel that you already have it, and it has no choice but to show up in your life, okay? Because you feel it. Anywho, I could go deeper into that, but I'm going to leave it there. And so on the 29th, I finally got some sleep. I finally stopped taking that medicine, so I finally got a decent amount of sleep. I went out to check some stuff, to get some stuff, but I didn't get a whole bunch. And then when I came back, I sat down to work on my December daily. Like I said, I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't December daily and journaling, none of that stuff. So I had to catch up. And I managed to complete like 10 days in one go. So I was very proud of myself. The next day, the 30th, I had to wash my hair. It was driving me crazy. It was just, I couldn't stand it. So I had to. It was all bushy. Yeah, it was a mess. And also, I've been watching The Mandalorian. Now, I don't like Star Wars. I remember liking the first 3 movies when I was a kid, and I tried to, with all the new ones coming out, I was like, oh, I want to see them, but let me catch myself up. I tried to rewatch them old ones, and I was like, no, I cannot, I'm not going to be able to do it. And so I just, no. Okay. So, but I've watched The Mandalorian on Disney Plus, and I really, really enjoyed it. Baby Yoda is everything. Everybody needs Baby Yoda in their lives, so check it out. That was the 30th, and then on the 31st, so basically just getting some things done, making videos, filming that tutorial for my spiral notebooks. I'll link it above if you're interested on how I made it. Posted some things to my channel, and then I spent some time straightening my hair, because even though I washed it the day before, I just did not feel like straightening it, and that's how I like to wear it. Even though I don't do perms anymore, it's just easier for me to maintain and do stuff with when it's straightened out. So I did flat iron it. That was what was going on the 31st. And then the next day, I just did this little thing, and it just says 2020 is a year of extraordinary experiences and beautiful, joyful miracles. So that is my wish for myself, of course, and all of you out there. Thanks for rocking with me throughout 2019. I appreciate you. Let's go forth into 2020 and kick this year's butt. Let's do great things. And so here I just, because this looked plain, I just put Daydreamer and this little girl here for January 1st. And that was it, guys. So thank you for joining me for my flip. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, liking, sharing, leaving me nice, wonderful comments. I really appreciate you guys. I just, man, like, y'all just really made my 2019 so delightful. This channel, just, I love it. Thank you so much. If you're new here, consider doing the same. Hit the bell icon to get the notifications of when I post. Usually Mondays and Fridays. Every now and again, there will be extra videos throughout the week. And that is pretty much it, guys. I will see you next time. Bye.